For more than a decade, Nicolás Maduro has been a central figure in Venezuela's political journey. He has served as president since 2013, yet his personal background is far removed from the image of the political elite. Maduro comes from a working-class family and spent his early years as a bus driver in Caracas in the early 1990s, long before his name became known on the national political stage. Maduro's entry into politics began when he joined the radical movement led by Hugo Chavez. Chavez, a former military officer, rose to prominence after a failed coup attempt in 1992, instead elevated him as a symbol of resistance against corruption and the old elite. At the time, Venezuelan society was deeply disillusioned with leaders who were seen as dividing power and wealth among themselves, while ignoring the voice of the people. Maduro was among those who believed the old system had failed. He emerged boldly, actively campaigning for the release of Hugo Chavez from prison. That effort succeeded. Chavez was freed in 1994 and gradually rebuilt his political strength, eventually winning the presidential election in 1998. From that point on, Maduro's political career also surged, beginning as a member of parliament, then serving as foreign minister, and ultimately being appointed as Chavez's successor. After the death of Hugo Chavez in 2013, Maduro won a highly controversial presidential election. That victory marked the beginning of a leadership period soon overshadowed by a major crisis. Under his administration, Venezuela experienced an unprecedented economic disaster. Hyperinflation soared to extreme levels. Shortages of food and medicine became widespread, and millions of citizens were forced to leave the country in order to survive. Between 2014 and 2021, Venezuela's economy contracted dramatically. Gross domestic product was reported to have collapsed, losing a large portion of its value. At the same time, the country was shaken by political unrest and clashes between security forces and protests. Various human rights organizations accused the government of arbitrary arrests, torture, and extrajudicial killings, allegations that Maduro has consistently denied. Tensions reached their peak during the 2024 election. The opposition and several international observers rejected the election results on the grounds of alleged fraud, further deepening the government's legitimacy crisis. Meanwhile, relations between Venezuela and the United States continued to deteriorate. Washington refused to recognize Maduro's leadership and imposed heavy sanctions, particularly targeting the oil sector and senior officials. In 2020, a court in New York indicted Maduro on serious charges related to narco-terrorism and cocaine trafficking. The United States even offered a large reward for anyone who could assist in his capture. This move reminded the world of the arrest of Manuel Noriega in Panama in 1989, a harsh precedent illustrating how the United States has acted in Latin America. However, today's world is different from several decades ago. Global power is no longer fully concentrated in a single country. Many new powers have emerged with influence rivaling that of the United States. This situation has the potential to shift the geopolitical order from a unipolar system to a multipolar one, shaping the future of Washington's relations with Latin America and the global balance of power. If major agreements among global powers were to take place, the world's geopolitical map could be redrawn. Russia, China, and the United States are each pursuing their own interests,